Hey there, it's Aurelius Tjin from unstoppableprofits.com and unstoppableplr.com. I want to give you this video tutorial and show you how to use JVZoo to launch your own products, maybe in the future, or at the moment you're trying to figure out how to use JVZoo to launch your own products, recruit affiliates, create things like sales funnels, change your pricing, create upsells and things like that. I know when I started using JVZoo, I had no idea how to set up everything, even though I am sort of, I would say, technically savvy in a way. But JVZoo was really completely new to me, and I had to go through their video tutorials and then contact JVZoo support to figure out how to create the sales funnel and make it work. So then after someone purchases, they end up on the upsell page, and if they don't take up on the upsell page, they're then taken to the downsell page. So things like that, these little technical things might be stopping you. I know it did for me, and that's what stopped me from launching my own products. So I hope this video will at least shed some light in giving you an opportunity to launch your own products if you've been waiting and, I guess, procrastinating in the way because this little obstacle is stopping you. So here we go. I've got a new account here. Obviously, this is not mine. I don't make $0 here. Otherwise, I would have no credibility at all in teaching you this sort of material. So this is my secondary account that I use just for other purposes. All right, so just to give you a demonstration, really, this is what the dashboard looks like. If you want to get started, you won't be able to see this until you actually register as a seller. Okay, so JVZoo sign up. I think that's, if I go JVZoo sign up, let's see. So if you go to, this link here, register for an account. I'm already logged in, so it's not going to take me to that registration form. But if you just go to the registration form, you'll see, usually it's at the top there to register. And once you've registered, basically it's going to ask you to fill in some more details like your physical mailing address, and you need to integrate at least one merchant account, such as your PayPal account, which is the most common. And then you'll also, if you're a US resident, you also need to fill in that W-9 form, I think that's what they call. Otherwise, if you're outside of the US, then you won't need to actually do that. So that's the first thing you need to do in order to start selling your own products. All right, I'm not going to walk you through every single small detail, but it's just a real overview. And so you can at least start off, to launch your own products. So if you go to the seller's dashboard, the affiliate section is basically your affiliate account when you promote other people's products. So that's not what I'm going to show you in this video tutorial. In this video, I will show you how to do things like add a product. So if you go to seller's dashboard, that's the first area you want to go to. And you can see here, I've got a couple of products right there. That's not really, it's just for testing purposes. But you can see here, if you click on add a product, you'll then be taken to this form that you fill in to fill in your product details. Now, do you want to allow sales? Do you want to show it in the marketplace? Obviously you do. These are things that you need to take into account. If you have a launch date, just put in no, and then you set the launch date there. All right. So it says the product will not be visible in the marketplace. So the marketplace is right here, and you'll see around here. So people can't find it, can't browse for your product until this particular time. Now, you also don't want to allow sales if you strictly don't want to let any affiliates or anyone to just accidentally or in a sneaky way to find your product and then purchase it before everyone else. So I would highly recommend you put no first, and then once the launch does, the date does kick in, you select yes. That's as simple as that. Now give it a product name. The product name is what you see. If I go to the top sellers, just to give you an example, you can see some product names. Just so you want it to be a little bit, I guess, catchy in a way. So you can see these are product names. You could add things like done for you packages or whatever, which is what I call my PLR packages. I call it things like, I've got a product called list authority and then dash done for you package or done for you PLR. So there's just a thing you can add to the product name. For the currency, always in US dollars. Set the product price. Now, if you want to do a dime sale, which is something that I implement as well, so maximum price if dime sale. So if it reaches a certain amount, that's all it will go up to. So the dime sale section is right here. What price do you want to set it to? Set it at from. So let's say $7, and it increases by 1 cent. All right, every sale. So by every sale, it will increase by 1 cent. So the first customer will get it for $7. Next customer will get it for $7.01, and then $7.02, and so on. So that's what you can do if you want to implement a dime sale. Otherwise, if you want to set a fixed price, just put it right here. I'm going to put $9.95, and give it a product name. Let's just go demo 1, 2, 3. Commission payout, standard right now is, I guess 50% is minimum. But if you're trying to build a customer list and get JVs and affiliates on board to motivate them, promote your product, then it would be ideal to set it to 100%. So then they get 100% of the $9.95, while you, in exchange, grab their customers and build that customer list, which is very important if you're running an online business. It all starts with building your list in the end. And once you do, you probably will make, obviously, a loss on the front end or nothing at all. But if you have your upsells and you offer 50% on those back ends, then that's where the money comes in. So you're also profiting, and at the same time, you're building a customer list. So you're not losing at all in that nature. So that's the business model or structure that I normally follow with all my product launches, and it's worked really well for me. I mean, you might have different values and different ways of marketing your own products, and by all means do so, but that's just my personal preference. That's what I recommend as well for anyone just starting out who wants to build a customer list. Don't be so tight and set a 50% commission, because 50% on $9.95 and then minusing all the PayPal fees and JVZoo fees, you're not going to, your affiliate's not going to get much, and it's not going to motivate them to promote your products at all. So that's another thing to consider with JVZoo. They do take a small fee, which is, in my opinion, really worth it in the end, because this is a platform for your affiliates and JVs to get on board real easy, because a lot of affiliates are hanging around JVZoo, the JVZoo marketplace. I would say the two biggest platforms for information products and digital sellers is clickbank.com and jvzoo.com. Those are the two platforms you want to hang around in if you're an information product seller and you sell digital products. So set that commission, that's just one tip for you. All right, so 100%. Now, quantity, is there a limit with your product? Yes or no, you can put it in, otherwise put nothing. If you have a limit of 100 copies only, put it right there. Now, the support email, who do they contact if your customers have an issue with billing or technical difficulties? This is where you put it. Otherwise, if you have a help desk section, URL, put it right here. Landing page, sales funnel. I don't usually use this. Nothing wrong with it. You can set your own pre-launch page, so then the traffic will go here first in case anyone sends some traffic to using their affiliate link. So then it'll actually, so that'll be cookied, and your affiliate will get any credit or commission from any referrals that they send over to. And then you can set it to send all the traffic to the sales page once that launch date time kicks in. All right, so that's what's that for. But I usually just leave it off. Now, for the sales page URL, this is important. You want to make sure you fill it in. So where is your sales page located? This is normally on your web host, and a URL, maybe a subdirectory. So give you an example. This is mine, unstoppablepillar.com/digital business. This is for my how to launch a digital product PLR. So that's that URL, and that's what I would put in right here. So let me just put that in. So we'll just put it right here. So that's the URL. And you want to also use a thank you page. I wouldn't recommend using the protection download unless it's just one small file like a zip file. But if you really want to monetize on your back end and on your download page where you can offer other products, related products, and cross-promote products, it's ideal to set up your own thank you page. So then they can download the product, not only download the product, but you can also promote other products, whether it's your products or products you're an affiliate of. That's what it's there for. So I'll recommend setting a thank you page. All right, return period. Now, PayPal standard is 45 days, but you can set it to 30, and that is your terms. All right, that's really entirely up to you. Do you want to make the product eligible for product of the day? Definitely yes. Product of the day basically means JVZoo will pick a product. Now, it's not always based on whether you're number one on this top seller. That's a misconception and something I was mistaken as well. I always thought that if you hit number one, then the next day JVZoo will choose your product as product of the day, but it's not so. I don't know exactly what their criteria are, what filters they use, and what they actually look for, but you don't need to be number one. You can be probably top 10 and they'll choose product based on that. Now, I know a few criteria that they look for. They look for a product that's high quality. The product has to convert, good conversions, good earnings per click, which is short for, earnings per click is the EPC is short for earnings per click, sorry. So those are a couple of things that they look for, and whether the refund rate is low, because if the refund rate's high, then obviously it's not a good product. Shows that people are unsatisfied and they're requesting for a refund. So those are a few little criteria that I'm definitely sure that they look at. All right, and they also look at obviously whether the product fits their demographic of JVZoo. Usually, people who post things on JVZoo as sellers, it's like software products and products that make money online. PLR products also do well, and I've received about 2 product of the days launching my own PLR products. So you definitely want to enable that. Set the product of the day commission payout. Now this is just for this product, this front end product. So if you've set 100% on for your main affiliates, then I would obviously put in 100 there. Now, I don't know if you can put in 110 just so they get a bit more, but usually I just set it to 100. All right. And affiliate approval. Now, if someone were to request their affiliate link for your product, do you want to manually approve it? Do you want to auto approve it, or no affiliates allowed? Obviously, you don't want that, but I'll recommend manual approval, so then you can go through who requested their affiliate link and whether they've sold lots of products. And that's something you can find if you go sellers, affiliate options, and then go to affiliate request. And from there, you'll see a list of, I've actually got some here. These are probably automated because I don't actually have products. But you can see here, just as an example, you've got, this person here who's sold 25 plus products. You can set your own rules, like your filters. If someone has sold, less than 25 products, then set it on delayed. So that means delayed commission. They won't get their commission right away, and you'll have to manually release the commission through the back end here. You can set it to instant, or you can set it to all. All means they'll get approved for all their products, all your products, that is, and they don't need to request and wait for their affiliate link to be approved right here. So those are the difference. And I can see, affiliate here has sold 21,000 plus, products before, made 21,000 plus sales. So I would, approve it for all. And, you can see this pop up. Are you sure you want to give affiliate to promote all your products and future products with commissions paid out instantly? So obviously this person knows exactly what they're doing, and they have qualified, in my opinion, things like that. So that's that. That explains what this sort of section is for. So I'll set it to manual approval. Now, affiliate terms, I explained a bit like before, whether the affiliate needs to have a certain amount of sales made. So you can, right here, these are qualifications, like requirements if they were to promote your product. So you can say things like you must have sold at least 25 plus products. Oh, not 25, or made at least 25 plus sales. All right, you can expand it, but that's just an example. Notes to an affiliate. So if you want to create your own, let me show you. So if I go here, if I go to affiliate link, and this is a section where you can explain more about your affiliate program and your contest. So you can see here, I've put in 100% commissions, earn up to $139 and up to $2,300 in cash prizes. So this is the section right here, and it's HTML enabled, so you can enter in your code, HTML code or anything else that you want. A custom receipt, so you can add something to the receipt that JVZoo sends out once a customer purchases. That's what that is for. Excuse me. And we've got checkout options. You want to choose your payment option there, PayPal. Description to buyers and your primary category. So description to buyers is what they see when they check out on the checkout shopping cart page. Usually I just use the same as the product name so they can see what they're purchasing. Primary category, so this will help in your affiliates finding you through the marketplace. So choose a category based on what you're selling. So tons of categories here and subcategories. And they can choose additional categories, which I do recommend. So the more the better. And then keywords. So if you're selling things like, gardening product, put it in right there. If you're selling PLR, put in PLR, master resale rights. So things such as that. Now, if you want to offer a special discount, if people share your product via Facebook, you can set it there. So how much of a discount? You can set things like 50 cents off this price. Okay, so that's what they're going to get if they hit that share button. So if I, let's see here. Not sure if I can show you, but let's go and check out buy now. But I don't usually use this. You can. Nothing wrong with it. Obviously, if you get more traffic and customers from it, then why not? Usually in the middle between here, there's a button for sharing on Facebook, and they get a discount. So that's where it'll be, and that's where your customers will be able to click it and share your product. They won't share this secure checkout area, but your actual sales page. So that's what's that for. Now, dime sale, I've already explained this. That links to that basically. So for the autoresponder integration, this is where you can choose which campaign these leads will go to. Get response. There's so far get response, send, reach, Aweber, in-link mail. So you can choose based on which autoresponder that you use. And I would highly recommend you use this to build your customer list. Now, JVZoo does collect your customers, and you're able to mail out to that your list as a whole, but there is no way to segment or partition your list. It's just it all goes into one customer list, and you can see if I go sellers dashboard, and there's a section here. You have products you can send notifications. So if I go see notifications, I'm able to then send notification to the subscribers, which I have 0 in this since I don't use it. And all those subscribers or customers will get a notification from JVZoo saying that there's a new product. But that's a little bit too broad in my opinion. So I would recommend using your own autoresponder, filling it all in. There's instructions as well on how to do this. And then you'll be able to email out to that particular list based on, let's say this demo campaign. All right, so highly recommended. And then next we've got webinar integration. And you can integrate your own GoToWebinar URL. And this will automatically, register them in a way. I haven't used this personally, but you can directly register them for your webinar. That's what's that for. I've heard many times, webinars are a great way to make sales since it's very high conversions. You get high conversion rates and you can sell high ticket products. Retargeting conversion, if you use Facebook ads, you can set a pixel so then you can retarget them using Facebook ads. There's also ad roll and perfect audience. All right, so external program integration. If you have things like membership scripts and such that you want to integrate, that's all right here. I've never used this section in my personally, but if you want to use things like S2 member and integrate other things, other membership scripts, then that's all right here. You can see wishlist member, which is quite popular, value add-on membership, license engine, all here. All right, so that's an overview of adding your product. Now, if I go back, if you want to create, let's say, a sales funnel, this is an important, I guess, step as well. If you want to create and launch your own products, there's none here right now. But if you go to add a sales funnel, give the sales funnel a name. This is just for your own personal use. All right, this won't be shown to the public. I'm going to go demo 1, 2, 3, and then you'll be able to then start adding your funnel. It says add front end product. You can just select which product should be the front end. So let's say social media authority. Let's save this. Save it. Please confirm. Just proceed. All right. So now you'll see this funnel in a visual mode diagram. Don't this actually confused me a bit, because I spoke to one of JVZoo's staff and they said not to see this, as the actual funnel. I'm not sure why it's not working properly, but the way to view how the actual funnel processes and works is to use this section here down the bottom. So product, social media authority, as we added, that was the front end product, so you can see the type, and then you can add an upsell. So let's add social media, list authority as an upsell. Proceed. And so that works up to this stage. And once you get a bit more complicated, like another upsell and then downsell, this diagram is actually not accurate at all. So don't look at this. Best to look at this. So now we've got list authority as a backend upsell. You can then add a downsell to this upsell. All right, so I would add in, let's say this is another product, even though I've got it here. You can add it right there. Proceed. It's not going to add it, but you get the idea there. You can add your upsell, downsell, and then once you have your upsell, let's say this is my upsell, you can then add an upsell on top of that upsell. All right, and then a downsell as well, and so on and so forth. That's how you create your funnel. Okay, so that's that. Now, an important step as well, when you're adding your buy buttons, there's a section if you go to Seller's Dashboard, and you can go buy buttons. All right, so if you want to get your buy buttons, this is only required if you should only use this if you're selling one single product. When it goes beyond one product and you have upsells and downsells, you need to make sure you go to Sellers, Sales Funnels, and then go to that particular sales funnel and grab the buy buttons through there. That way, it's all integrated, and JVZoo knows what upsell to show after, what downsell to show after. So these buy buttons, the code actually has specific ID numbers and things like that. That'll tell JVZoo which is an upsell, which is a downsell. And so then affiliates also get commissions for whatever product they make as a sale. So you can see here, that's the HTML code that you can add. So that's what it looks like. There's a few buttons you can choose from. Let's see, if you want bigger buttons, then you can do so. Different styles, really up to you. But if I just compare, let me see. We've got social media authority. If I go social media authority, but through here, buy buttons, you're going to see that the code is different. You must select the sales funnel. Okay, so it's actually asking me to select the funnel since it detected that it was part of a funnel. So it seems like they fixed that somehow. So then you're forced to use the buy button code through the sales funnel section. But you can see here, since I didn't add list authority as a sales funnel, I can go buy buttons and choose a code also through here. But like I said, just best and safe to go through the sales funnel section and grab your buy buttons through there. So then everything will work out. So if I go here, that'll take you again, through this section. Choose a buy button like this one here, and then you copy it to wherever you want on your sales page in HTML. All right, that's all you need. And then once someone buys it, they end up on this URL here and to the checkout. So checkout like this. All right, so that's the sales funnel section. Once you have that all in place, then you're able to start selling your product and recruit affiliates, things like that. So that's what you want to make sure you do before you actually launch a product. Now, speaking of affiliates, if you want to recruit affiliates and let's say make proposals to them, approach them and ask them to promote your product, you can do so. If you go to sellers dashboard, you want to give this affiliate details page. So if I click on affiliate details page, you only need to give the link to the main product. So if I've set that up and I've got an upsell as well, you don't need to give that affiliate details page for that upsell, just the main product. Since you've already put everything into a funnel, they only need to request for one link out of all of them, or out of all the funnel, to be approved for the entire funnel. Hope that makes sense. So you can see here, this is the page where your affiliates will see and be able to get their links. So your status, you can click get links, and then this pop-up will appear with the affiliate link. So that's the link that your affiliates will use to promote your product. All right, so you can see other things like your affiliate can actually integrate their own autoresponder as well. So then they will be able to build their own customer list. But this kind of, I don't know, but this kind of doesn't make sense, because unless you want to segment your list, because they're driving their traffic or their subscribers to your product, and then they're going to then have those customers built as go into their autoresponder again. So that doesn't quite make sense unless you really want to segment it. Like if you're selling a product A and the affiliate's promoting product A, and then they're then all those customers who bought product A will go into their campaign specifically for product A, and then your affiliate can then promote products based on product A, because that's already segmented in that way. So that's the only use I see. Not sure what else. Your affiliates can also add their own bonus, give the product bonus a name, and then the bonus URL, or upload the bonus. So then if they want to increase their conversions and offer extra bonuses when their customers purchase through their affiliate link, they can do so using this. And it is actually a great way for affiliates to earn convert better and make those extra sales for you. I would also encourage you to create like a ready-made bonus page for your affiliates and JVs, so then they don't need to create their own bonus page. The only downside is all those affiliates will then be promoting the exact same bonus. So it is just good if they want something ready-made, and it's also good if those who are already offering bonuses can also add their bonuses to your bonus that you prepared for them, giving their customers extra value. Okay, so I think I've explained most of it as a seller. You can do other things like split tests, which is a bit more advanced. So if you want to test out sales page A versus sales page B, this is where you can add it. I've done it once. I'm not sure exactly how accurate JVZoo is with their split tests. It's always good to have a secondary or third-party split testing software such as visualwebsiteoptimizer.com. Add it there, and also add it here, so then you can compare the two if you're really into testing and tweaking. So that's what this is for. I mean, I've tested with a sales page with a sales video and one without, and the one with a sales video converted about 5% better All right, so I've used that feature, and it is good as an overall sort of, if you're better than nothing, I guess, in a way. So custom checkout banners. You can also add JVs. If you have a contract that you want to create with a partner, you can create it through here. So then JVZoo will automatically, pay out the certain amount. So if your JV gets 50%, it'll pay that amount. Coupons, if you want to create a discount coupon for particular customers, you can create it right here, and then they can create it or add it and claim it through the checkout page. Payouts, you can pay out the delayed payments. So if you remember, when affiliates requested their affiliate link, you can set it to delayed, instant, all, or deny. That's where this is. So if they were set on delayed, you can then pay out any delayed commissions through here. Anyway, you can also see it in seller's dashboard, and JVZoo will warn you that there's like $20 an amount of $20 in delayed commissions that need to be paid out. So you will see it anyway. You don't actually need to go here all the time. Affiliate options, as you saw, you can approve affiliates and deny affiliates through here. You can ban affiliates as well if they've sabotaged and abused your system. So that's what's that for. Reports, you can see the amount of sales for particular products. You can see how many sales certain affiliates have made all through here, and other things right here. If you want to ban actual customers, let's say they purchased through their own link, and if they, let's say, went on a refund spree, they requested refunds and they started PayPal disputes, I'm talking about really bad customers, you can actually ban them and ban their email and the PayPal email right here. If you go to My Account, go to Customer Filtering, you can blacklist emails. So blacklist redirect URLs, networks, personal email blacklisting, country. So if you want to blacklist particular countries, and that's what you do here. So personal email blacklisting, you can add emails right here and just basically list down all the emails that you want. Okay, so that's another sort of section that I periodically use, my staff and I. Sub users, if you have, let's say, an assistant who also does some work for you, but you don't want them to have access to certain features, not be able to change a password and things like that. That's what this is for. I use this as well for my virtual assistant, so he's able to do things like run reports and pay out commissions and all that stuff. That's what's that for. All right, so I think I've basically covered everything there is to it for launching your own product through the JVZoo platform. I do recommend it, even though they do take out a small fee, but in the end it is worth it because everyone is on JVZoo, and as internet marketers you should be where everyone is, all right, where all the eyeballs are. Okay, so I hope this video has helped you and given you a bit of light to start launching your own products. If you do have any particular questions about JVZoo, I'm not affiliated in any way, so I don't get anything out of this. It's really just for educational purposes and to train you, help you along the way, because I know how it is just to get started and having these little technical obstacles along the way. So any questions, do let me know. Just reply and leave your comments below this video. And yeah, that's it. And looking forward to sharing more training just like this to you. Thanks for watching.